Hello everybody, welcome back to the Breach. Last time we ended up with a pretty solid win with our Blitzkrieg team. We still need to do a 3-island victory with them, but we'll do that another time. Right now we need to choose a different group. Right now the Flame Behemoths are sitting pretty at a couple of different things. The hazardous mechs are going to be tough, honestly. I think we go for the Flame Behemoths here. To just do this next mission with. Rusting Hulks have a lot of things going for them as well, but the Flame Behemoths I think are pretty fun, and I just haven't given them a ton of chances to really pop off before. So, we do have a couple of different achievements to go for them, including teleporting a unit 5 tiles away, and then having 5 enemies on fire simultaneously in order to get some coins. And if we get some coins, then we can start going for Steel Judoka or even the Frozen Titans. 2 people that I do not have yet. Last time, we got a new time traveler. This time, his name is Prospero. And we are going to put him in the Science Vessel. Not that it makes a big difference, it seems, unfortunately. But we're going to go ahead and put that mech move and mech reactor to good use early on if I can manage it. The fact that he doesn't get a ton of kills early usually means that he's, well, honestly, it just means that the science mech is going to be doing some other stuff instead. I honestly, actually, no, wait, no, hold on. If we put him on the artillery mech, he'll just light people on fire for flame mech to deal damage. Yeah. This is how we're going to do it. Okay. We have a flying artillery mech. How? Don't ask. It's not worth asking these types of questions. The Forged on Detritus archive is my home. I will tend to it across every timeline, as before. Very cool. A little bit of storyline right there. Backburn. I can light the stuff on behind me on fire as well. So there's a couple of different things going on. But the main thing going on right now is that we light everything on fire, and our mechs are immune to that fire. Hopefully we'll keep that going for a little while. Now, as far as artillery goes, giving it backburn is a nice little way to add even more fire to the battlefield and to make it more difficult to deal with Prospero since, I mean, they'll be on fire. We could just give him flying as well, which is handy as hell, but I think we're gonna... yeah, we're gonna make it fly. I don't know what else I was thinking. Extra HP, 1 HP leapers, and then a scorpion. The scorpion's gonna be an issue, I feel, but not an impossible to deal with issue. Armor, a couple of high HP people, and blasts. Spider. Yeah, nothing here makes me feel very great. I think we go to archive first and foremost and see what happens after that. So since it's early on, we could go for Remembrance Point and get some extra, like, early power grid, plus the tidal waves will allow us to do a decent amount of damage. But the storage vaults. I think that the storage vaults allow us to get better access to other missions down the line anyway, so we might as well. Now, mines are a problem, as per usual, but we can deal with mines. How? Well, it kind of depends. So he needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I want this to be like this, or this to be the only real targets for him. So we'll put our push mech here. I think we put our artillery mech here, and we put our science vessel off to the side. Now the science vessel has a slight downside here, and that I can't really swap people where I want them to be, but you get the idea. Yeah, I'd like to swap people onto mines, but the problem is I have to stop moving on top of a mine, which kind of kills our swap mech. So we'll have to make do otherwise. Now let's get this party started. So he just jumped immediately onto a mine. That was very kind of him. And then he jumped onto a mine as well. Very kind of him. And then there's a Scion. Alright, so how are we going to deal with all of these jokers? Well, Flame Mech can light people on fire, which is great. Can he deal the fire damage to him? Not yet. What I can do... well, the first thing that we need to do is light this guy on fire and knock him back a little bit. That comes to me as like the primary thing, but he kind of works like a normal artillery does, in that he'll light the one thing on fire, but then everything else around it gets pushed. Okay, good to know, good to remember. Let's see, and you still only have 1 range on that fire, huh? This swap does nothing. This swap, on the other hand, actually does negate whatever bad side was going to happen there. If we do this, it kills the Scion and moves that guy off the side, also lights the ground on fire. All of those are very good things. And then I guess I'll light the ground on fire here, and then everything's been lit on fire. This guy's going to miss, and we're going to have 3 more people that spawn. Oh boy. My favorite. I'm sure we're fine here so far, but it is one of those things where we need to be a bit careful. If they jump on this mech, I'm not worried. If they jump on the building, on the other hand, I'm a little annoyed. This is not fun. And you're attacking me, because of course you are. Alright, so you're also attacking last, which means that you're fundamentally useless to me. We can light him on fire, and then that the leaper dies, which feels like a good plan, honestly. We could also kill the leaper here by just swapping him. So now he's dead. We do have to deal with this scarab at some point. We can just move him. I think if we move here and just light him on fire, he dies. Yep, he dies, and he also eats the mine, unfortunately, but it'll have to do. Now, if I do this, I can't light the building on fire, no. But he'll still be alive, and that's a problem. So we don't want to do that. Here's what we are going to do, though. We'll move him into the leaper. It'll deal him damage, and it won't kill him. None of those things sounded good, or they looked better in my head than they did in real life. I think we just... Honestly? Yeah, I think we just do this and shove him out of the way. Now he's not attacking anything. This leaper is as good as dead. This firefly's attacking nothing, and, you know, the ground's on fire. The flame behemoths are an interesting combination of things. Namely, they're very cool because of the ability to deal environmental damage, or deal damage before they're capable of dealing damage. Like, the fire is very strong if you can use it properly, and unfortunately, I'm not very good at that. Now, with that said, there's a lot going wrong already on this one. How do we want to make this one work? Well, the only real thing we can do here is push this guy and light him on fire. And that's really the only thing that that person can do. We can then proceed to launch an artillery strike here and put this guy on a mine, killing him. That's entertaining. And that could do some work for us. The other option is, I mean, hold on, undo all the moves. If we move over here and then launch like so, the one firefly misses, blocks a spawn, which is helpful for us, and we light the ground on fire, so that way the guy coming out is on fire. These are good things for us. I think that that's worth taking a look at. Once that's done, we can move up here and then shoot him and light him on fire. And then finally we have the science mech who needs to do a 2-for-1, and I'm not sure if that's completely possible. We'd have to be able to swap this dude here over here, have him not attack this building. I mean, you see the problem, right? I think we're losing one power grid this early, but you know what? It's fine because we'll block the firefly in the process, and that's all good as far as I'm concerned. So we'll do this, block another dude from spawning. The dude that does come out of there will be on fire, and then you're also on fire. Okay, great. So we're going to lose one power grid here, but that's going to just have to do. Also, one of the guys that's on fire is going to die before the fire gets a chance to even kill him. Like, he effectively body blocked for no reason at all. So, what do? Well, we've got 4 people left, of which 1 is on fire. We would like to have more on fire. You might notice that there's a bit of a fiery theme here. Now, there is an easy move here, which I'm very pleased to announce for once. I think we go over here and we light this boy on fire. He is now dead. He is also going to kill this guy before he has a chance to attack, which is entertaining as all get out. Then we shoot here, and then the other firefly dies. And our dude, who cannot be on fire, is not on fire. Finally, we can only swap one space at the moment. So really, the only thing we can do is swap this guy to miss entirely. And despite the fact that we don't have enough people on fire to make me happy, you know, there's fire. I admit, I love the concept of these guys. Having fire everywhere is nihilistically very entertaining. The problem is just managing to make it work for us. So, I think we need to rethink our strategy here. Prospero cannot be on the artillery mech. It's just not good enough. If we put Prospero on the other mech, we can actually use that mech reactor to have +1 range. Huge if true. The downside here being, he doesn't do damage. the other thing is we can swap Prospero into here and add +1 range to the teleporter, which bright and early is a very good thing to have happen. I'm just unsure. Do we need flame shielding so bad that it's like a thing? If we could put flame shielding on anybody, right? Including our science mech. Ooh, there we go. This is fine. So our science vessel can only still swap 1 tile. Sad face. But good news. We were able to rearrange our things over here such that our flame mech has +1 range. Nice. Good. Important. We can go for the air support, which is easy and gives us access to another power ranking over here, but I think we're going to go for Remembrance Point. Or the Central Museums. Either way. The Central Museums are a little annoying because if we light the Volatile Vec on fire at all, we have a bad time. So, you know what? I honestly think that we go for Colonial Park to start with. It's easy, so there's that going for us. But then on top of that, it's just one of those things where like, it'd be nice if we could just, you know, deal with you. All right, so we have Fire Mech there, we have a Fire Mech over here, and we have a Swap Mech over here. Beautiful. Let's go. So Prospero's already flying. We don't need to give him more flying, which is handy, but later on he'll be more handy and helpful. And we have an artillery strike. It's unfortunately 2 squares away from anything helpful. You dicks. All right. Leaper stays exactly where he is and attacks his shielded unit. Oh, the hilarity. All right, so we have a couple of different things going on that I'd like to at least attempt to do. The first thing is that we can light the ground here on fire and kill the Leaper at the same time. Very entertaining. Second, we can then use the... I mean, we can light these 2 ground places on fire, so now he's on fire. Finally, you might notice that there's a Scarab here. As much as I can't light him on fire immediately, I can ask him to block this spawn. He'll take 1 damage, and maybe we'll light more people on fire. We were also unable to make the air support work for us. Now, we are also spread apart that we don't have any opportunities for air support to really harm us this round, but we'll have to see what happens. Ooh, you jerk. I was so ready and raring for you to go. Oh, and you're dead. Thank you. Okay, so the airstrike's actually doing something for us this turn. What a time to be alive. You're already dead. You're about to die. What if I went over here and then swapped you? So now you're on fire. Good. So after this turn, you're already dead. I like this plan. I think we go over here and then light the ground on fire. And then I think we go over here and we light the ground on fire again. So now there's just fire kind of everywhere. It's kind of great. Fire goes off first. This guy dies, which kind of kills the Scarab as well. And then the airstrike goes off, which kills the Leaper. Now what? Well, we've got 3 people that spawn. Time Pod has been protected. We haven't taken any grid damage. Alright, he's on fire. He's also on fire. This boy is not on fire. So how do we deal with people who are on fire? Well, the good news is that we actually can deal damage with this dude now. Once they're on fire, his flamethrower does actual real damage like a real person does. How entertaining. So he's already dead. He's about to die because we're going to do this. And then we'll get the final spawn point covered in fire. So flame behemoths. Fire everywhere. It's kind of the greatest. If you can get it to work. It's a good thing that we picked an early island where they are fairly lightweight in terms of their HP. And that we can continue to abuse the fact that everybody can be on fire. I think that we're going to go over here and light them both on fire. And then I think we're going to go over here and just for hilarity's sake, swap them onto fire. And then do we deal damage to anybody with our artillery if they're on fire? No, we don't. So, that's that. That was pretty sweet. Well done, guys. Ashes to ashes. It's not like we dealt more damage to the surrounding planet than the Vec did, but whatever. So, reactor core, and do we get a pilot? No, we get a burning mortar. Artillery attack that sets 5 tiles on fire and also deals 1 damage to self. Really neat. Gives us an actual thing to put on here. And then it makes me think that Prospero's maybe better off, you know, put elsewhere. Plus, the extra mech reactor does help on that front. So, you know what, Prospero? You're going to go back onto the artillery mech, just for now. I mean, it's either that, or, we just add the additional core here and give him the burning mortar. So, you only have 3 HP, but it's still 3 HP. That's probably fine. Fire Guy's still doing what Fire Guy does, and Prospero is still looking to get +1 range. But we can do that later. Now, we're in a decent situation. We have a power grid that's okay. Old Town, block Vex spawning 3 times and protect the emergency batteries. Honestly, harder than it looks. How about we go for Remembrance Point and then Renovation Complex after that? That makes sense to me. So Remembrance Point should be the easiest out of the bunch here, just because it's so simple. It really is actually the easiest thing on the planet to do this mission, just because the tidal wave blocks off so much of the world. We can knock people into it. They usually tend to die, especially in this setup. They have 3 ground-based units and a Scion, so yeah, we're not worried about that. Oh no, look at all these bombs that you're trying to launch. To deal with all these bombs that he's trying to launch, I've got an idea. What happens if we go over here and then light the ground on fire? With the ground on fire and him blocking and missing, that's pretty sweet. Let's just drown a boy. So that's dead. Now, Fireman. Light him on fire. It also pushes him, which knocks him into the mountain. He tries to climb the mountain, tries to beat the mountain, learn from the mountain. He loves the mountain. And then he takes damage from it. So that's how you know that heartburn and heartbreak happens in this game, guys. It's tale as old as time. Soldier Scion loves the mountain, gets knocked into it and gets hurt by the mountain, then gets lit on fire, which means that he's dead. And then the tide happens, so that guy dies. And then this guy attacks and does nothing. So one of the cool things about the Flame Behemoths is that their experience is very much given to everybody all... Oh, you're already dead, mon frere. You are not dead yet, but you can be, and you are about to die. This is kind of the greatest. So, the great thing about the Flame Behemoths is that all their damage tends to be done by the fire. So as a result, you end up not having to worry about... I mean, quite so many things going horribly wrong. If we do this, that doesn't do anything helpful for anyone. This at least lights the ground on fire. The thing with these guys is that because it's the environment or the fire getting kills the vast majority of the time, at least early game, the experience gets spread amongst everybody very quickly. So Flame Behemoths are very good if you have a brand new person that you're trying to get experience on, like a new time traveler, as it were. Oh, this Leaper's already dead. That's very handy. You're about to die. Oh no, you're gonna web my flame dude. What's the Scarab gonna do? Oh, he's not gonna be lit on fire. What a shame. Except for he still is. We're gonna... If I knock him backwards, he dies. Because, I mean, like, watch this. Yeah, he's dead because the flamethrower said so. You're already dead, so I don't need to worry about it. And I really don't want to give the experience to Prospero, like, unnaturally, I guess. So, we'll just move here and swap myself over here for free. I mean, I can just teleport, so why not? All right, so, fire, then the environment, and voila. Very easy mission. See what I mean? So with that, a little bit of extra power, a little bit of extra corporate rep, this is fine, and then we go for the Renovation Complex last. Renovation Complex, I think, is doable, but we need to be careful about not lighting the tanks on, you've guessed it, fire. And that is going to be problematic. Impossible, no, but certainly problematic. I think that our #1 thing to do here would be to keep the Science Mech close to our friend here so we can swap people into the drink or get him out of a sticky situation. Fire Mech is going to stay over here and try to keep the area around the tank on fire, and then we'll see what has to happen with their artillery here, who also happens to... Yeah. Anyway, Scion moves there. Fine. You move there. Fine. You move over here, and you seem to have caught my Science Mech. Drat. How do we deal with this, I wonder? If we move over here and just light the ground on fire, that will not kill him or knock him back. Undo move for a second. If we move the artillery here and then shoot like... Ah! If we move like so and then shoot the game like this, then that lights this on fire, moves him out of the way, and does all kinds of cool stuff there. You can be moved, but it does not get a kill. And I think it's honestly better for us to move here and then light everything on fire. And then you just swap. So now you miss everything. Now, no one died this turn, But we get a block. He's going to be hurt. He's going to be near dead. Which is nice. This has not been a fantastic turn, unfortunately. This Leaper kind of hit the wrong person. If we had focused more on getting our science mech out of there, I think that we would have been better off. He's going to attack a building. That does not bother me. He's going to move over there. That does bother me. And you're attacking there. Okay, well, we have a couple of different things I want to be doing right now. If I swap you around, that makes me a happy boy. And the two of you would like to die, I get the distinct feeling. Now, one problem we have here is that this jerk is not yet on fire. I think that we light him on fire. So now he's on fire. I think that you move here and that you knock him off of there and also light him on fire. Now he's on fire. Then, because we have both of these jokers here, there's not much to do here, huh? Yeah, there's not a lot to do here. Yeah, I can't really stop that. Hold on, reset turn. This would be the turn to try to aim for the whole not losing power grid stuff. I would like to kill both of these horrible jerks, but it's a little difficult to find the space to do it with. If I move the tank out of the way, I don't think it's going to be that easy to do, is it? Well, here's an idea. What if we took this and just launched like so? Now you've missed. We've lit the ground on fire. Great. Move over here. Hold on. We don't need to move over there. Undo. We move over here. Now we do... Nah, we definitely need to swap the tank away. So we're going to do that. And I'll let my science mech take a damage, I think. Feels bad. Is that the right idea? I mean, it's the only idea we've got now, so... Yeah, this literally does nothing less. So, alright, go for that. It's not a perfect turn. We're going to take some grid damage, which makes me feel really bad, but... better than losing. Honestly, the reset was useless, if I'm being completely honest. So, this guy's on fire, but we need to kill this guy in order to make sure that that ends up actually helping us. Can we get some of these tanks to actually do something? That'd be nice. So this is already a bit of a weird situation for us. Alright, the tanks are online. This is good. If we launch like this, that does 1 damage. We need to just defend the tanks is our main thing for that. That's okay. If we move here and swap, that can do some work. If we do this, we light this boy on fire, move this guy away. Not terrible. If we move here and just do this, and they're both dead. Tank number 1 does no damage. So might as well launch this guy. You, on the other hand, still can't do anything very helpful either. Like, I really wish I could have done more with this, but we're gonna lose, like, the power grid here, for sure. We can just kill both of these right now if we wanted to. Give the experience to everybody, but the fire is gonna help anyway. Like, it's just... The tank is useless. End turn. It's fine. I don't want to push the Scion away any further. So, these two both die. Which is great. But we're still stuck with a small problem that this Soldier Scion exists and we lost another power grid. This is the problem with the Flame Behemoths, if I'm being completely honest with you. They have a very difficult time kind of just killing anything. As soon as stuff lights on fire, great. Like, this guy's dead. Great. That's fantastic. It's all I've ever wanted. But, you'll notice right now that there's a distinct lack of, I don't know, anything useful I can do at the moment. Here, why don't we swap like this? Get this boy over here and just kill both of them. Which should give this guy the room necessary to move over here and save this from the leaper. Perfect. And then we end turn. There's nothing else we can do. So we never killed the Alpha Leaper, which is terrible, but at least we got two corporate rep. It's practically the same thing as 2 power grid, right? Good lord, I'm bad. +3 grid defense. You're amazing. Thanks for like speaking up and helping out with the team. Not ideal, huh? That +1 range is necessary. I really do think it is. I think that, like, we haven't used the Burning Mortar yet, but it will become very cool once we actually do use it. The additional range on this teleporter would also be nice, but we can't guarantee it. So, Scorpion Leader. Scorpion Leader is a problem. Swap Mech, if he gets killed, is currently holding Prospero. That's not what we want. So, how about we do... Let's see, we don't have an additional energy anywhere that we can really spend. This is the only way that this team works right now. Alright, so, Scorpion Mech can move a grand total of 1, 2, 3. Let's not put him anywhere too close. We're going to focus on killing that Scion as fast as we possibly can, as well as protecting this corporate building from getting attacked. Science Mech here is in a big problem. Just because of the fact that he can't swap out of this dude. Alright, you're there, you're there. I want to light you on fire. Is there an easy way to do that? There is not. So we lit you on fire. That's great. And then we light those 2 squares on fire. Okay, so you're going to die in 2 turns. You're going to die in 2 turns as well. There's a lot of fire on the ground already. This could be worse. But we need to be extremely careful because there are 2 more people showing up. And we're going to need to get some kills in the meantime. One's a Leaper, the other one's an Alpha Scarab, and you're now attacking there. Okie dokie. We can deal with that. That's fine. You, I cannot deal with easily. I'd have to swap you now, and I'd really rather not. And you, I need to deal with. Like, you I can kill, actually. But it depends on a couple of things. So, first off, you're both going to die this turn. I think that we move ourselves here. We light the ground on fire. There we go. Move over here. Swap around the Scarab, getting the kill. Which is unfortunate, but also the only thing we can do. And then we move this guy off and light him on fire. Okay, look at that. Fire everywhere. We've done something. He dies. He dies. He's not on fire, so he doesn't die. You end up attacking everything around you, which doesn't do very much, and you attack nothing at all. Alright, so 1 spawn this turn. Thankfully, the game's playing nice. Oh, that's a problem. That's also a problem. Could we not do all of those bad things, please? Oh my god. This sucks so bad. Now, it's dealable with. This guy's already pretty dead. But before we do that, I would suggest that we do this. Doing as much damage as possible. Then we're going to go ahead and shove our friends like this. So now you're on fire, so you'll die. And then... My god, I wish I could swap you into the drink, but I cannot. So I'll swap you like this instead. That way I don't take damage and die. And there's still fire everywhere, which is great. So he attacks nothing at all. He's still on fire. He attacks nothing. And we got 2 more that spawn. One of which is a firefly, and the other one's an alpha firefly. Okay. Oh, goody. Amazing. Alrighty. So, we can get a kill here. and we can kind of save the day here. So if we get a kill here, that does some work for us. This guy attacks us, we don't die, which is nice, but we want to kill him this turn if we can. So I think what we do is we attack backwards, killing him. He's now the deadest. Then, because he's the deadest, we should be able to shove this guy out of the way. Then we swap, and we take, you guessed it, one more power grid damage. I don't like that. Like, this leaper is just a problem. Is there anything else I can do? I mean, I could light a bunch of people on fire and then move them around, but... if we do this, though... Ooh, I just got a nasty idea. Hold on, I want to try something. This will kill him. This will cause him to miss and get attacked, but he's already webbed by his own leaper friend. That's hilarious. And then you just do this. And light your own corporate HQ on fire, and then tank this. He'll die before he has a chance to do anything bad, which is nice. You'll attack me, but that doesn't do much. You attack nothing, and then you attack your own alpha. That's fine. Okay, this was a good turn. I'm very surprised. We managed to do a 2-for-1 on that front. Admittedly, still a little sad that it came that close to us losing even more power grid. Okay, so not bad. Good job, everybody. We've done it. And we got a perfect island. Oh my god, Archimedes. As if we didn't have enough power problems already. I think we still take Archimedes here. So, here's the deal with Archimedes. Archimedes is a character that can move again after shooting, which is disgustingly good, especially on this guy. If we swapped the two around, it's pretty gross. Now, you've got +3 grid defense, which makes me sad, so get out of my face. And then we can make him fly, so that's pretty sweet. This is not powered right now, but we can fix that. Spend reputation. We're going to go aggro on this. Absolutely. We're not even going for power grid. Not today. I need one here for fire and forget, one here for range. Boom. Boom. Okay. Then I'd like one more. And where do I want to put it? It kind of depends. All right. Same character. Now we got flame shielding as well. All right. So we have made Archimedes a hell of a dude. Let's put it that way. And Prospero is on the one character that tends to get the most kills. And not ideal, but it's the only way it's going to work until Claire levels up, and we'll have to see what happens after that. Now, with that said, where do we want to do next? We got scorpions, fireflies, burrowers. We can't deal with burrowers. Actually, it's impossible. Is there any other place with leapers or low HP people? Sort of, but even then, it's not very good. But the spider boss is going to be easier now than it ever will be in the future. So, here we go. Detritus it is. When the vet came, Detritus took on what refugees we could. What we lack is your military expertise. Well, it's a good thing that I've got a lot of military expertise. Are we going to be able to get kills here? It's possible. We have to protect the coal plant and kill at least 7 enemies. Or defend the train. Wow. Defending the train went so well last time. Alright, so we got an acid boy. Who's going to probably just move here or here. He moves 2. So he'll probably just move here and then attack, or 1, 2, and then attack here. And he'll do that attack as soon as we put one person down. Like, that's just going to work out. So I think we're going to put one guy down here instead so he attacks this building, and then maybe we can swap him elsewhere. But this guy is a problem. With that in mind, let's try to get these two to move here, and I'll keep Archimedes here. On the off chance that we can swap somebody into the drink, that'd be nice. Okay, you've put yourself in a bad spot, mon frere. You've put yourself in a weird spot that I hate, and you're kind of not the worst. And you just popped out of the drink, blocking your own acid buddy. Yes, please. Okay, so what do we want to do? Well, let's see. Swap mech. I can swap you around onto your own square, which is kind of cute, and then move to go elsewhere. Right now, you're kind of attacking exactly where I want you to. That's fine. Let's see. Prospero. You can't really do much from where you're at, huh? Like, even if I shove you off like this and light you on fire, like, you're still in a weird spot, aren't you? And then I'd have to knock you even further in order to get you to not attack at all. The only way to make that happen is if I swap these two jokers around. So now that these two jokers are like this, I can go like this, light them both on fire. But before we do that, that doesn't do what I needed to do yet. I suggest that we move here. Then I move over here. Then I do this move. Has Prospero moved? Prospero has moved. What happens if I do it the other way around? Lights one dude on fire, but not the dude I want to light on fire. What happens if I do the other bomb? Which just lights everything on fire but deals me 1 damage. It's not ideal, but it could work. So now you're on fire. You're taking a lot of damage. You're not going to take enough damage to die from this, unfortunately. We need to reset. That was fast, wasn't it? Okay. So this scarab's not a big deal. This beetle is... This firefly is... and there's no easy way to swap around. Unless, do we have the 2 range? We do. We could just do that. Let's do that then. And then... I mean, we could just light the 2 of these guys on fire. Which is handy, but then he's attacking me. Which is not so good. Okay, we could kill him. But I'm not sure how much I like that idea. Like, okay, we're gonna take 1 damage from this dude, right? Then he dies. End of story. Or, yeah, here's the epic play. We light the acid on fire, move this guy onto acid. Now he's taking double damage. He's gonna take another damage, like bunch of damage from his acid buddy. And Archimedes, what do you want to do this turn? Well, I think we're gonna move you back a little bit again to block off this section here. No. We're gonna block off this section here so that way the coal plant isn't easily attacked from that side. Alright. Fire damage. He's gonna die next turn. No problems, no questions asked. The acid boy got to kill there, and now this guy is at 3 with very little left. In terms of, like, because of the acid. So, Leaper, he's on fire, so he's already dead. You're acided, so you're practically already dead. You're attacking Fireboy, which is an okay. You're dead. You're dead. Could we all stop? Okay, we need to take stock of what's going on here. And who goes first? Also, and oh my god, could you not? Attack order. The Scion regeneration happens after the fire damage. So as it currently stacks, this guy and this guy are already dead. Lovely. Could we not have this Alpha Firefly right here, though? Or this guy right here, though? Like, I'd like to kill him as well. There's a lot of stuff going on right now that I wish we could deal with. You're dead. You're dead. You can die. This turn, if I'm being completely honest. And I'd be okay with that. If we move here and then use our artillery over here to light all the ground on fire, then we can just punch him and kill him. Which is handy for dealing with this guy, who is not yet on fire, but might be at some point in the future. And this guy, who is not yet on fire, but should be. The problem with the way I was thinking of doing things there is that this acid boy would definitely 100%, yeah, okay, be a problem. Who do we want to swap? Like, if we swap this guy, he's dead, right? Right. That seems reasonable to start off with. lighting a city on fire does nothing bad. And I do mean that sincerely. It does nothing. The downside is that you're still here. So what we need to do is swap you somewhere more useless. So if we swap here, and you attack this dude, then you'll deal him damage, you'll miss, and I mean, we might be able to do something with that. You move here. You deal 1 damage to all these guys, and then light anything around the city on fire, which is handy as hell. And then you can move up here, and then kill him. I like this plan. This is what we're going to do. Everybody's on fire now. You are going to get swapped. And then I'm going to move you over here. Then I'm going to go ahead and light this, like, just absolutely kill you. So no one gets any regen anymore, which is going to be handy. And anybody that's currently attacking anything of value is going to die before they have a chance to do so. Handy. So that ended up knocking up our kill count to 4, which is also great. This guy also managed to spawn some acid pits, which is handy. And 1 dude spawned. He's already on fire. Nice. That's a problem. He's acided. That's not as big a problem as it looks. You're attacking that way, which does not bother me. And we got an acid on fire leaper. Yeah, okay. We don't need to worry about many things right now. You're not going to die yet. You are not attacking anything important. You are the one that we need to deal with this turn. And you. But, like, in particular, you are a problem. So, how do we deal with a problem like this jerk? We swap him where this guy is. How do we get him where this guy is? We don't know yet. Because, I mean, we haven't decided to light the entire ground on fire yet. Although that can be arranged. We can absolutely light him on fire. And then do what? Swap him, move him out of the way, then get this guy to go ahead and kill this guy? That's not a terrible idea, actually. And although it's going to deal us 1 damage, I mean, now y'all are on fire. Swap you 2 jokers around. And then I guess we'll move us closer to a pit of acid, just in case. Undo that move, actually. You're totally fine where you are. Really. You're 100% okay where you are. In fact, the only other place I could imagine you being more useful is here. Then finally, might as well block the last spawn, or one of the last spawns, and light everything on fire some more. Yeah, this is great. So, he's down to effectively 1. He's dead. He's not dead yet, but will be soon. He died instantaneously, which is great. And he made 3 more acid spots. Okay. Now, here's where things get interesting. We know that we're going to get 1 bonus objective guaranteed. You're going to attack that city. Okay. You're already dead, so I don't need to worry about you. You, I do need to worry about, but I need to make sure that I worry about you, like, in a helpful manner. You attack that way. You're not hitting anything important. Who attacks first? You attack first. You're going to die first. Second, and then third. Look, I'm not going to lie. I can just kill off the acid dude, and I think that makes the most sense. Then, once acid dude is dead, I swap these 2 around, so that way he hits nothing at all. Then with the firefly, considering that he's attacking my artillery... Oh, good. He's just attacking my artillery. We can, like, just dodge. I'm sure we're fine at that point. Yeah, that's kind of how we were going to do this, I think. So, move here. Get a swap. Burn 1. And put the other one on death's door. And then, oh no, I guess I have to move. While we're at it, though, can we light him on fire? Yes, but it won't be enough to actually deal any damage that matters. So I'll just launch it here, and it won't matter in the long, you know, in the long scheme of things. Yeah, that's it. We're good. Coal plant's protected. We gotta level up on our artillery guy, and hopefully that ends up actually being a useful thing. Like, maybe we can give him some HP so that way he just launches, like, actually a super shot every single turn. Like, 5 fire while having the HP to deal with it is so much better. Like, if we had Abe right now, it'd be great. Oh, he's got +3 grid defense. Well, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. So good! Okay, if we have one more mech reactor on this guy, we could remove the fire damage and then use the... Oh, you don't go there. You go here, and then no self-damage. We just use the burning mortar all the time, and then we can sell this for stuff later on. That's so good. Alright, and Archimedes is still a jerk, so this is great. This is fantastic. Alright, so we have not taken any power grid damage, but we're still looking to increase it through legitimate means. I think that we're going to go to the scrap heap as a result. Alright, Elite Acid Centipede. I'm not thrilled. I suppose an easy method of doing things would be to start off right about here. We'll put the artillery mech right about here, and then we'll get Archimedes to sit right here, just in case if this guy moves forward to do anything silly. Though I doubt it. So, you decide to move there. You decide to move there. Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, probably my first move is to sit here and then just light everything on fire. Once everything's lit on fire, then what do I do? Because there's still this Joker here. We can swap him so that way he doesn't hit anything. And then all that remains to be seen is, can we kill this guy? And yes, I think that we can at least light him on fire and then push him out of the way, which means he will die having done nothing. I like this plan. So we're going to go ahead and go through with it. So, Whopperoo. Then I'm going to go ahead and move, nowhere yet. Hold on that thought. Move here. We do need to shove him like this. And then where do I want you to move? Where is handy for you to move, honestly? Back above the water is probably a sweet place to be. So we're going to do that just in case if someone shows up, tries to get too close to the coal plant, and then can get swapped. So, fire damage everywhere. He misses. He misses. Acid guy hits and makes a bunch of acid pools, which is not helpful in that particular instance, but fine, whatever. Alright, and we got an Alpha Leaper and a normal Firefly who are now on fire. The Alpha Leaper is a little annoying. We can now use. The Alpha Leaper, on the other hand. Okay. How do we deal with this? So one of the reasons why the artillery is actually good, I'm realizing, is that it actually shoves people out of the way, and now that we don't have that functionality, we are in a bit of a pickle. It is not an impossible pickle, by any stretch of the imagination. It is, however, still a pickle. I think that if we can just swap this guy out of the way somehow... He's going to teleport first, which is not so good there. If we can just swap this guy out of the way somehow, we'll be a little bit better off. Like if we can swap him here, he swaps here, he shoots here. Then we just have to figure out a way to kill him first. Yeah. Okay, so you're dead, you're not dead, you're not dead, you're not dead. We need to worry about these three. I can just shove the Leaper out of the way so that way he's here and he's useless. That's an easy move. This ass over here, on the other hand, is a little bit more complex. He's doing how much damage? 2? What a jerk. And you're our flying boy, but you're not flying right now. Because we need the extra mech reactor to do some other stuff. Right. Okay. I seem to have put myself in a situation where no matter what I do, we're going to be taking some damage somewhere I don't want to. In light of that, I think that this is probably our best bet. We're just gonna teleport here. That's probably gonna have to be fine. If I attack you, you'll take 2 damage and you won't be dead. I think honestly your turn is pretty useless in the sense that you're not going to end up doing too much, but we just light a dude on fire, right? There we go. You can shove the leaper out of the way, and now he's useless for this turn. Great, you're still here. You're going to deal 1 damage, and then you're going to kill it off completely. But you know what? We'll take that 1 grid damage. That's why we're doing these grid damage matches anyway. Problematic might be the right word for this. But we got a lot of kills off of that fire, so that's pretty cool, I guess. And then he died, but so did the 2 power off of that building. Oh, good lord. We are very close to death. Now, that does not mean that we are completely without options. We do have options. We just need to be smarter about how we use our time right now. And I'm a little disappointed in myself, if I'm being honest. I'm also a little annoyed that they never gave me this opportunity before. Since it's the second last turn, I think we can afford to do this. Move here, and then blast like so. And then, might as well light as much as I can on fire right away. So, this lights 3 squares. And makes it very difficult for anyone to actually, like, survive. We're going to block 2 of the spawns that are happening right now. Only 1 dude shows up, and it's an Alpha Leaper. We can deal with an Alpha Leaper very easily. Very easily. And it's dead. But I think we've realized just how important it is that our artillery did what it was doing before. And you know what? Just for the sake of hilarity, I'm gonna swap you even further away from everybody so you have no idea what's going on. And then have Archimedes just chill out on top of some water. So, was this a perfect mission? Not even close. We took a lot of grid damage off of an elite centipede, which makes me a little mad, but whatever. Still got some power grid back, and +1 mech move on Archimedes is pretty great. So we're at 5 mech move on this guy. That's astoundingly good. If we remove Fire and Forget, and we remove the +1 range, we get +2 range. So now he moves at a 3. And I kind of like that idea a great deal. This lack of self-damage is frightening right now. I think that we need to have the artillery, and if we keep him flying, that allows him to be a little bit more aggravating, or at least a little bit more active, which is fine, but, yeah, Burning Mortar, we're going to have to deal damage to ourselves here a little bit. That's just the way it's going to have to be. Archimedes, yeah, this is about as good as it's going to get. I'm a little annoyed, but it's fine. Conveyor belts, take less than 3 grid damage, protect the power generator. Okay. I could use the power generation, but conveyor belts are just really rough. So, let's go for it. Elite dude. No easy way to kill him immediately, huh? That's a problem. So, how are we going to deal with this guy now that there's conveyor belts everywhere? Well, conveyor belts are just frustrating. They will always, and I do mean this sincerely, always get you right before you mean to have that happen. So, you're attacking here. I really wish you wouldn't. Archimedes can move a great deal of distance right now and swap people into places they do not want to be in. That is fine, but we do also want to, like, you know, do some stuff. I think for a first move, lighting these 2 jokers on fire is not a terrible decision. And the reason why is because then I can just move this guy over here. Now the acid guy's missing. This guy's already dead, and we just have to deal with the scarab. Which, again, isn't so bad. In fact, with the +2 range, we can't quite swap 4, but we can swap from this far away, which lights him on fire and also causes him to cancel his attack. Yeah, this is fine. So he's dead. He's gonna die next turn, and he's down to 2. So if you deal him 1 damage by accident, he's dead. Now, we've got a Scarab that showed up in an Alpha Firefly. At least there's no Leapers yet. Not that Leapers are a big problem, but Leapers are still an issue. If we swap him, he dies on his next turn. So, I'm not too worried about that. The issue right now is that I can kill him with other means, and I probably should. And there's no seemingly easy way to deal with this Firefly. I mean, that's not entirely true. The easiest way to deal with this Firefly is to light him on fire, then put him over the acid, and also light the square on fire, cause him to miss, and then put him on the acid, which is nice and easy. You're dead. You still need to become dead, and you need to be dealt with in a completely different manner. I think I know what I'm doing here. I think what we do is we launch a normal shot here, causing him to miss, and now he's all acided up. We move over here, swap him over here, so he's dead next turn. He'll shoot him for 4, which is very close to death. And we'll just move here and light the ground on fire rather than trying to attack you directly. So, at this stage, what happens? He dies. He's dead next turn. He's dead next turn. He attacks him, lights up with acid. He's gonna miss entirely, and they get 2 spawns. The good news with this group is that because it takes so long to kill people, very frequently they don't have more than 2 spawns at once. So hopefully when we get to our last mission, it's not gonna be so bad. Okay, he's not dead yet, but he will be. He's not dead yet, but he could be. And he's gonna take a little bit more finesse to kill. Not that much more finesse. In fact, he's gonna be really easy to get rid of. I'm going to swap around. Yeah, I think that's the correct decision. We swap the 2 around. Then we get this boy over here and light them both on fire. Ooh. I mean, I see how that's a great plan, because it badly hurts one and it's going to kill the other. But it leaves Archimedes very weak. Does he have a snowball's chance in hell of dying? I think the answer is no. So we'll give this a shot. Then finally, you're now on fire, so deal with it and turn. Fire damage kicks in. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Everybody's dead, and they get 1 spawn. This seems fine, if I'm being completely honest, and it's just a Firefly? Oh, you poor muffin. You have no idea what's about to happen to you. We're gonna go ahead, swap you onto some fire, which immediately doesn't seem great for them, but now you're dead already. And because I can, I mean, I'm just gonna light as much ground as I can on fire, for reasons. So, that's now on fire, and we're also badly hurt, but it doesn't matter. So, yay. Because he dies, and then the environment moves people that don't exist, and then we're fine. Now, there's some funny stuff you can do with the conveyor belts. For instance, these conveyor belts are moving into a mountain. I'm sure that you can shove people onto there, and then that way they just take damage, but nothing else we could really do there. Containment Zone J. How are we looking? We need to block the Vex spawning 3 times. Does not seem great. Nanosilos defend the train, or defend the disposal unit. Destroy all mountains. Protect the coal plant. I think that this is actually a reasonable mission for us to be able to pull off. Let's go for it. So, acid baby, leapers, 2 scarabs, and a scion. Well, isn't that just great fun? We're going to go ahead and take the time necessary to use the disposal unit to get a couple of early kills and then light the ground on fire is my feeling. Mech here, and then have a mech close to the disposal unit in such a way that it can deal with whoever shows up. So, the disposal unit is very overpowered. It is incredibly strong, but you need to be careful on how you use it because it can instantly kill your dudes as well. Okay, so this is the only thing that I hate right now, really. Disposal unit, what can you do? So you could get a couple of kills right out of the gate. We just need to be careful about how we do this. We can't kill the people we want to kill very easily right now. So how do we want to do this? If we do this swap, suddenly it becomes a lot more feasible to get some easy kills that I really, really enjoy. So we'll do that for our first turn. Victory in 4 turns, so we're going to have to spend 2 of those turns killing off in mountains on this level, but that should be fine. So Archimedes has done his move. Now we just need to get these 2 to do their moves. You're not attacking anything important, so I don't really care. If we light you on fire, you're still going to be okay, but it's not ideal. If we do this, then you're going to die. You're not going to die. You're going to heal yourself, I think. That's how the Scion works, but I'm not positive. 1 alpha firefight shows up, huh? Oh, no, he's dead now. And this guy is not doing anything. That's actually kind of amazing. This would be the turn to get rid of some mountains, I feel. So we're going to do that right away. Now, we can swap 3 squares, which means that we can go ahead and swap this dude over here. But the problem with that move is that it puts us into acid territory, and I don't like acid territory. If we move this dude over here, we get a swap. He blocks a spawn. He takes 2 damage, and then that's actually a little bit better off for us. I think for our purposes, we're going to want to do not that. Maybe just light everything on fire around here. Which deals us 1 damage, but I don't mind. And then just light these 2 squares on fire, really. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, so we got a lot of fire, a lot of acid. This guy's about to take 2 damage. 1 from blocking a spawn, and then... yeah, this is fine. Alright, so this leaper's already dead. This leaper's already dead. This firefly is practically dead already. We just need to figure out the ways to kill everybody else. You in particular is an issue. Not a big issue, but an issue. I think we can do this, though, without needing to resort to using the disposal unit. If we move over here and shunt you backwards, you'll take 2 damage and then die from the fire before you have a chance to do anything. So we can use this to get rid of the last of the mountains on the field. So we don't have to worry about the mountains anymore, which is great. If we swap you 2 around, you'll attack nothing. You'll burn, and yeah, it's going to be fine. Yeah, this is great. This is okay. Now you, on the other hand, what can you do that actually helps? Not a heck of a lot, honestly. If I just shove like this, it's not going to do very much, and I'd rather just light another square on fire. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to light another square on fire. But how? I think that this is a good way of doing things, honestly, but, yeah, it's about as good as it's going to get. We weren't going to block that spawn anyway. The fire was going to kill him first. We at least dealt some damage this way. And that's what matters more. So fire damage and dies, fire damage and dies. And then whoever pops out of these 2 hellholes is going to get disposal united. Like, it's going to happen. We're going to get a double kill with the disposal unit if we're half smart. Which I think we are on occasion. Oh, please just stay right where you are. Oh my god, yes! The disposal unit, just do your thing. Oh, that was pretty much beautiful. Alright, well, end turn. That was easy. Like, wasn't that great? I thought that was great. Alright, so far, perfect. Perfect mission. Got a little bit of power grid, got some power supplies. And the only thing that we're missing from our perfect island is to kill the spider leader and protect the corporate tower. Now, here's the good thing about this mission. The spider leader has spider eggs, sure, and they're a problem. Absolutely. Of that I have no questions. But it's also worth mentioning that despite that problem, fire is really easy to work with against these spiderlings. We probably have a good chance against them. So he leaps. 2 spiders happen. This guy moves backwards and shoots. Spiders move forward and do nothing. Spider moves forward and does very little, if not nothing. And then he spawns another 2 spiders. So, this, honestly, is not a problem. In the very least. And we can even speed things up a great deal by just doing the swap. Poof, that was easy. If I just do this, it lights the square on fire and it kills the spider. But this is also potentially great. Like, what I want to do is light as many squares as I can on fire as quickly as I possibly can. So this spider's already dead. We don't have to worry about it anymore. We've got a ton of squares that are already on fire. Spider's going to take some damage. And if I can try to get some kills on him, which would be ideal. So he leaps forward. He's still on a fire square, which is amazing. Oh, are you trying to attack my science vessel? That was a mistake. Okay, you're bombing there. That is a problem. You're bombing there. That's also a problem. Spider barely matters, and spider barely matters. Okay, and another 3 eggs. Beautiful. Okay, so at this point, now we need to focus. We can smack this guy backwards and actually do reasonable damage. You can be swapped to hit this, or moved to hit the egg, which is a probably better move. Yeah, I like that idea. And then we can get you to swap to block your own spawn, which I think makes a great deal of sense. The other no. Other option. We swap you around so you get attacked by your own spiders and die. Then we move you to the side, light you on fire, attack your own egg, and you get like slaughtered that way. Now we are going to take 1 damage from this tiny spider, but again, it's not a big deal. Yep, spider attacks. You attack the egg, kill it. Very nice, thank you. You attack nothing. Other spiderling attacks and kills you. Oh no, it tries to kill me, but then this spiderling attacks and kills him. Great stuff. So now they have a regeneration scion, and that's a problem. Because that's not necessarily easy to deal with. He'll die before he has a chance to make that really be a bad thing. Okay, there's just a lot of spiders now. And now you're in a weird spot, and I kind of hate it. Okay. So I need to kill you this turn. I need to stop you two for this turn as well. We can do this. We can do this just fine. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same trick I just did. Swap these 2 around. Scion's going to get attacked and killed. With you in the way, I can't really do what I want to do, necessarily. Not easily, no. Because you can't fly. You might already be dead, but the problem is that there's... I think we light you 2 on fire. Then I move over here and light these 2 on fire. So the downside here is that we're not going to kill the Spider Lord this turn. We're going to have to do that next turn guaranteed. But I don't think that that's going to be a problem. The sheer amount of kills we just got off of killing spiders and spiderling eggs through fire means that we're going to have a lot less to have to deal with. The scion regeneration is not a big problem because it's about to end with these 2 spiderlings attacking their own scion. And okay, now things got weird. I kind of hate that. So you're going to attack doing nothing. You're going to just sit on the ledge. The sleeper can't attack our science vessel, which is very important for us. You're going to attack straight there. That's fine. And the leaper stays still. Weird. Okay. So you need to be moved and swapped. And I think we can do that very easily. In fact, I know we can do that very easily. We need to kill the Spider Lord, so the Spider Lord is now dead. Get a swap here. You get to kill your own leaper. And then finally, because I can, and I've got the HP to do it, I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter. The leaper's going to die anyway. It's just going to attack a mountain regardless. This way we get the most kills possible. Alright. There we go. So he dies due to fire. He dies due to fire. He dies due to fire. The acid guy attacks a mountain because he's a moron. And the Spider-Man misses. This is so fine, it hurts. So I'm happy we did the Spider Lord now because the Spider Boss is a pain. Okay, that's 2. Corporate rep and a perfect island, which gives us we don't have Isaac Jones. Isaac Jones is not a character we have unlocked yet. So, we've done that now. Good stuff. He also has +1 mech move, just innately, which is just straight better than Claire. Sorry. We also get an additional reset now. So, considering how stupid I am, that's very handy. Alright, so it turns out that Vulcan artillery, not useless. We're going to hold on to that then. Our grid defense is fine. This is a neat idea. Lighting stuff on fire and also being able to use ice is a hugely useful ability. It does take power to use, but anybody can use it, which means that we can even put that on Archimedes, which would be nice. So let's sell Claire. Goodbye. We grab 1 reactor core, 2 reactor cores, and now we get to think. Where do we want to put 2 reactor cores? So I think we want to put 1 on Archimedes to get the additional range and the achievement. Actually, no, wait, hold on. No, we don't need to do that anymore. We can just do this now. We unequip the firepower from him, and we put it onto Isaac Jones. Give him the additional energy to use it, and that's already a great start. Okay. Let's see. Force swap is really good here. Getting the additional move again after shooting seems gross with the teleporter, but it's not innately amazing. As weird as this sounds, if we pick up this heat converter, we're going to be out effectively one... like, we're not getting what we want effectively out of it. Psionic receiver. Requires power. Gives us the ability to use the bonuses from a Vex Ion. That sounds gross. I'm not sure if it's that helpful, but I kind of want to try it at the very least. The other option is that we use boosters, but who would we put the boosters on? Like, the only one that would make sense is our flame mech here, because then at that point he can just jump over people and do his own thing, really. But then who do we put the flame shielding on? Archimedes, I guess, again. Which means that de facto he gets the mech reactor. Alright. That makes the most sense to me. Jeez, oh man. There's so much going on in terms of that guy right now. So spend reputation. I like the idea of the psionic receiver. It's hilarious. And it's certainly a lot cooler than the boosters. But with the amount of scorpions we're about to go up against, boosters are going to be very helpful, I think. So we're going for the boosters. You get to use them. And then we'll go ahead and grant you additional move. Yes, more power will help. I promise you this. We'll have to see how this works out in the long run. But the ability to swap 4 is going to be huge. Okay. Now what? Well, there's Blast Scions here. That's scary. And the Burrowers, which I already said I'd never want to see again. We might just go for a 3-island victory here and go for Pinnacle Robotics. On behalf of Pinnacle, I welcome you. Well, don't worry. We're all robots with the exception of Isaac here. And I'm sure he's fine with it. Shielded Vaults. Block the Vex spawning 3 times. We're never going to get that. There's 2 that do that? Are you serious with me? Alright, so I'm not sure how we're going to block the Vec block the Vec from spawning 3 times, but we're going to have to do it using our Science Vessel pretty much every time. And it's really our best bet. Ooh, that is a lot of gross stuff to begin with. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Just to start with, makes sense. Okay. And a time pod. My god. You're going to freeze before that becomes a problem. You are a problem. You are not a problem yet. And you are going to freeze before that becomes a problem. Alright, so... Step 1. Can we block a spawn this turn? No, not really. I mean, sort of. Kind of. I mean, if we do this, we light everybody on fire, which is nice. It's a good start anyway. But if we just do this, we light one dude on fire, shove the other guy off. Now he's gonna like run into the drink and die. Fine, that's good. There's a lot of problems. Okay. We need to swap them. We need to swap an enemy 4 spaces for an achievement here. You know what? I will do this. And the reason why is because now that he's on the opposite side of the map, hopefully he's predictable. We can just swap him back to the opposite side of the map. Honestly, with the ability to swap 4, we should be fine. So he runs into the drink and dies. Great for us. He runs into nothing and then does nothing bad. The Scorpion pops out, and then there's the Scion kind of blocking his ability to do a lot, but yeah, he's frozen now. He's going to just do that and then charge right that way. That's fine, and then you're going to freeze. Amazing. These freeze mines are a bit of a problem, if you hadn't noticed. I think that we're going to move here and get you to block a spawn. You're going to move here and get a kill. Then, honestly, I mean, we take 1 damage, we light everything on fire, right? And the time pod's been destroyed. As of a little while ago, honestly. Never, like, I feel bad. I didn't notice that before. Oh well, no perfect islands, no need to worry about it either. He takes fire damage. He blocks a spawn and dies. We have this Beetle Lord who's gonna not be a problem because he's already on fire. Great. Awesome. I kind of want to hurt him without knocking him backwards is my problem. I should have paid attention to a couple of different things right now. Namely that this guy like killed off his own time pod. That could have been huge. That could have been very helpful. So we're going to do this. Then we're going to shove him backwards onto his own thing. And then since it's the second last turn, we'll swap over here with nothing and block the one dude that's spawning there. So we should be able to get both of the other objectives, but the time pod does count as an objective, I think, as far as, you know, everything is concerned. Like, we're not getting a perfect island is what I'm saying here. It feels bad, but them's the breaks, I guess. We'll move here, and we'll just kill him. And then, I don't know. Can we just get Archimedes to get a funny swap on somebody? Yeah, actually, we can. It's not the only funny kill we can get. There we go. So, not a terrible mission, but we killed our own time pod, and we should have noticed that when we did it. I just didn't realize. Thank you for minimizing impact on the surface. Failed to protect the time pod. Eek. So that does count against us. No more perfect island. Beep, beep. Good news is that despite that, we should be okay. What we're going to end up doing now instead is just going for power, making sure we're nice and happy and healthy, and go for this reactor core at the end. I think that that's our best bet. Killing at least 7 enemies, especially when a couple of them are bots, should be a piece of cake. And I do mean that sincerely. We'll move here. You can stay right here, and then... I mean, it doesn't matter where Archimedes is. Archimedes is going to be fine, just so long as he doesn't get webbed on the first turn. Now, if the Scorpion decides to try to web us on the first turn, that is not going to do anything to us. He's going to attack straight there, okay? And then you get to go there. Oh, okay. Okay, well, we have some problems. Nothing that we can't handle. But, problems nonetheless. How are we going to handle all this? So, part of my issue right now is that this Scorpion's attacking a place he has no right to attack. So, if we knock him back, he should be fine. But, like, we're going to have to deal with him sooner rather than later. If we light these two, you know, spaces on fire, it's not a terrible idea. Then you got the problem that there's still this Joker over here. Who's attacking our coal plant, and then this guy is attacking this power grid here. Reset the turn. We have two resets thanks to Isaac, which is potentially bananas. We need to be very careful about how we do this. Like, you need to die in a way that works. I think if we move here and we just shove him backwards, that does something for us. Because then I can just do this. But then it's a question of which one of these ends up causing us the most trouble. And, like, that question sucks. So, do I use my next reset right now? I think that we did the best job we could under this situation, but we're going to take 2 damage. We're going to have to be okay with it, unfortunately. Unless we get a lucky resist. Nope! It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, Scorpion attacks there now. But is he on ice? I don't know. If he is on ice, we can kill him easily. This guy's pretty easy to kill as well, and now he's bombing in a place that does not matter. Okay. So, are you on ice? You are on ice! This means even the artillery guy can kill you, which is pretty sweet. You can swap and get a kill here. Of that I have no doubt. And then you can move up here, block a spawn, light him on fire, and then, yeah, okay. So, we're going to move here, and then we light him on fire. Multiplicity fire? Yeah, I think this is what we do. Just light everything on fire. Make it harder for them to attack us in general. Okay. Then, you move over here and swap a poor bastard into the drink, and he just dies instantaneously. Then you can move over here and shove him off while also lighting him on fire. No extra moves, no extra anythings. This is going to have to do. So, we can kill him next turn just by using our flamethrower to do the majority of the damage. 2 dudes have spawned. Alrighty. One of which is a scorpion. It's problematic. This guy is there, and that's not good. And then he's attacking there, which is also not good. How do we do this, I wonder? There's a couple of different options. You're not anywhere near water. We can't swap you onto anything water, it turns out. But you could. You could even kill your own dude, which would be pretty sweet, if I'm being honest. Yeah, how about we do this? He's hurt. We still have a turn reset, so don't knock it yet. Prospera moves over here. Launches the Vulcan launcher here. Then swaps these 2 around. You'll kill yourselves. You die before you have a chance to attack our coal plant. And this is fine. So that puts us up to 5. And then 6. You're already on fire. Stone Lord's a problem. You're a problem in a way I don't like. Okay, that doesn't bother me. This bothers me. Okay, so I want to kill him. That's easy enough to do. Who attacks first out of the 2 of you guys? Is it you? Yeah, you attack first. So how about I move over here? Now you're attacking him. It's going to do 2, because 1 for hit, 1 for collision. Right. So he's taken 1 damage, effectively. You've been swapped. You will not hurt us any longer. Now. He'll do 1, 2, fire does 3, that's 4. That's a kill. At least it should be. Everyone takes a fire damage. Very nice. Alright, go for it. Oh no, the rock! It doesn't matter though. He's going to shove him out of the way, and then he misses and hits nothing at all. Now, the downside here is that we didn't get all the kills that we wanted to get, and I'm glad that the beetle ended up knocking the guy back. That was a misplay on my part, that the rock died due to fire. I think that was entirely my fault that happened. But still, not bad. Not the worst that we've ever done. +3 grid defense. Archimedes, you make me a sad boy. A very, very sad boy. That could have been a mech reactor. If that had been a mech reactor, my god. You would have been a god. Instead, we're all upset. So, we have no additional reactor cores yet. On to AI training here. We need to defend the 2 factories. Again, the basic idea here is light everything on fire. Now, they do have a Hornet this time, which is a first in all these missions that we've done on Pinnacle. Many lives depend on you. Don't worry, I know that part. So he's going to attack us too. Yep, okay, saw that one coming. He's going to attack that building. That's a problem. And then we got robots. Alright. Honestly, if you get the swap here, he'll block his own spawn and everything's groovy. Then if we do this, we light the ground on fire. If we do this, we just light him on fire. Ooh, I like this plan because... Okay. So we're going to move forward 1. Then we're going to light him on... Light all this on fire. You dealt damage to yourself, so you could be water... I see. Then we're going to move here, and I'm going to shoot you to move you off. Now you're going to attack your own armor, dude. Then... I'm going to do this swap. So now you, technically speaking, should attack a mountain, do no damage, and then block the spawn. Okay, so he attacks his friend. Now you have no armor. You great big douches. He attacks a mountain and then blocks the spawn. And we have another Beetle Lord. Amazing. So this doesn't bother me. That bothers me. That doesn't bother me. And that does not bother me because he didn't attack anything. Okay. Now we have to deal with him. We have to do. We also have to deal with you. You, I think we can deal with easier. Not easily, but easier. How, though? If I'm being honest, I think the only thing that we can afford to really do here is to swap you around so that you can move. And then, since you move 5 as a flame mech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can then shove him off and light him on fire. Or you can light this guy on fire and then light the ground around him on fire. So that way the robotics facilities can't attack themselves. And then we get you to shove him out of the way. Either way's fine. But we do get this swap to happen, is my main thing. It has to. He'll take another 2 damage and then he'll be dead the next turn. So that's fine. I think in this particular case, this is the better move, since it lights 2 squares on fire at the very least. And, well, no, 1, yeah, technically speaking 2. But it lights the square on fire, lights him on fire, pushes him off, and then we get to go over here, and then just, like... Now the entire ground is fire around these robotics facilities, with the hope that, because of that, the robots can't attack their own robotics facilities from up close like that any longer. So, you've attacked the city, and it's dealt no damage. You've attacked the forest, and it's not done anything. You've run off to the other side of the world. He's blocked an enemy, so now he's dead. Yeah, absolutely do that. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. Okay. Could you... Okay. Oh no. Well, there's a lot going on here that kind of sucks. I think our easiest bet is really just to get a swap off here. Which does 2 things. It kills him, and, I mean, he's already dead, actually, so it doesn't kill anybody, but it does move him out of the way. Honestly, if I just move here and then launch fire here, you're fine. And then you just need to find a productive way to kill this guy, which, thanks to your boosters, you can, because now he's going to jump into the drink. Oh my god, we've done it. We're actual 100% geniuses. Yeah, we're actual gods. So, fire happens first. He died first. Then he got hurt. Then he died. This guy's gonna run onto a square where nothing bad happens. And by nothing bad happens, I mean everything bad happens. He just dies. And now you're on fire. Great. You're alive, but that's fine. You're gonna attack there. Oh, okay, that's fine. We should be able to deal with this relatively easily. This, I can't. And I think that is what requires the swap right now. This as well requires some issues. Like, you are actually not helpful this round. Unfortunately. Like, even if you move here, and then you do the bit that kills off the wasp. That might have to be our first... Okay, let's do that. He's now hurt enough that he's going to die. Great. Then, there's no water we can swap him into. But we can definitely swap him out of any sort of harm's range. Yes, this plan works. Because what I'm going to do next is move over here and then shove you out of the way so that way you're attacking the robot. I think this works. Like, in my head it works. I'm going to trust myself here. You die to fire damage. You charge him and kill him. Then you attack nothing. Yeah, that worked out just fine. Nicely done, team. Boy, oh boy, am I pleased to see that. So, another completed mission. We get both of those corporate reps. Very handy. We have to go for District Z 1001. There's no other way to do this, unfortunately. We need that reactor core more than we need any sort of power grid. Alright, so we've got 2 spider mine bots that we need to keep alive. Are they affected by fire? is the penultimate kind of question, isn't it? We're going to move off to the side here. The idea here is that we can swap people out of the way or into the way of each other and just do some really rude stuff. Time pod, this time we want to make sure we secure it. Okay, and the 2 little guys lay their mines. He just attacks straight ahead. He attacks straight ahead. He attacks that way, attacking our dude, which I'm not thrilled about. You set up some rocks. And you did that. Okay. So currently we are going to die this turn. Unless if we do what we need to do. Which I think is 100% doable. First, we can get an easy kill with Archimedes here by swapping this guy out of the way. Saving our bot. Which we need to do. Second, we can just roast this guy and kill him. I think. Not quite, actually. The shove will not kill him, but the fire will. Actually, this works just fine. Yeah. That's what we do there. And then we're gonna move Archimedes back, and then light this on fire while also shoving that guy backwards, which would mean that he's actually attacking our dude. I'm not thrilled about that. Rethink that part of the plan. There's another way to save face here on this guy. We could get him to just attack into the mines. And I think that that's maybe our better bet here, so that way we can get this Hornet to attack literally anywhere else. Like, we could just swap him here, really, and that would be fine. And I think that this is guaranteed an easy move to do. Like, that just works incredibly well. We'll move over here. Shoot down like this, lighting this scarab on fire. And then he should freeze himself. And then you... I need to swap like this. So we should be fine. Because this beetle is... This scarab... The rock man is going to die first. He's going to attack the ground. He's going to attack the ground. And he's going to attack the ground. He's going to freeze himself. And we just have a lot of people that we have to deal... What? You have to stop on that thing. Okay, good to know in advance. Alright, they got a Hornet. He left a mine, and he moved even closer to the bad guys. I really wish they'd stop doing that. Now, he's going to attack the dude. Yep, I thought that might happen. He froze. Nice. He's nowhere near water. He's about to knock his friend out of it, and you're about to just do some rude stuff, and I don't like it. Okay. I need to test something here for a second. If I move here, and if I launch a fire launcher that does this, that lights them both on fire, where now he's attacking his friend who will then die. Yes, this works beautifully, actually, as far as the turn goes. And then it's just up to this guy to just swap around this guy, the Hornet around, So he ends up doing nothing for yet another turn. This looks complicated, but I promise you that this is all fine. He's dead. He's about to die. There we go. And then the only thing left to do is for this guy to charge his friend and kill him. So far, so good. Now what? A scorpion and another alpha hornet. Amazing. All right, we got two another couple of ice traps here. He's just gonna attack him. It's a problem. You're gonna attack there again. Can't help but notice that that's a... Ooh. Okay, issues and problems abound here. Honestly, what I would give to do something useful this turn for once. Where can you go? Nowhere innately helpful, unfortunately. You can shove him out of the way, which is handy. You can swap him out of the way. You can shove him onto here. There's a lot of different options. I think that this is honestly our best option because it's going to allow us to save that bot and freeze him. We block then for the second last turn, which is nice. Honestly, we just swap you over one square. And then you... I need to figure out how to deal with you. I think we do this, and hopefully he doesn't walk on the freaking fire like some sort of maroon. Alright. So, you attack nothing. The other hornet attacks nothing. Well, nothing of import anyway. And then they spawn one dude, and that's it. The dude that they did spawn is also on fire. I'd just like to note that. Okay. Good. For freaking once. And then this guy. He's going to attack straight ahead. Alright, so that doesn't bother me at all. You can attack straight ahead all you want. I would like to kill you this time. If I could manage it, that would be ideal. There is no way to do so without putting this time pod at some risk, but I think we can do it. So, let's try this. Swap a root. Move you here. Now, you have 2 HP. You can definitely do this. Launch this here. No. Yeah. Yes. This one. Then, you're not both going to take enough damage to die here. I think that, yeah, I think this is what we need to do. So at this point, this Hornet's not attacking. This Hornet will get a kill onto him, and he'll be badly hurt. And you're going to just charge straight into the drink, which is beautiful. If you wouldn't mind just acquiescing to my whim here, please. Thank you. And then die? Beautiful. Thank you. Alright, so not a bad round. We actually managed to get through that mission pretty okay, considering what we were supposed to be doing. It's a good thing we weren't playing Blitzkrieg, otherwise we would have had a very bad time. Oh, please give me a core reactor. And a cryo launcher? That is extra corporate power as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Now, before we go into this, we have wanted to have this extra reactor for some time. And why? So I could reroute to no self-damage, potentially. But what else would help here? Additional health? We've wanted this one reactor for some time. Honestly, I think we're going to swap around Isaac and Prospero here. We're going to do so that way our mech, our, flamethrower is now flying. Isaac can sit on here. Because honestly, this does get a decent number of kills. So Isaac will get the experience that he needs. And if we install a reactor here, we can go ahead and put it on backburn for this round. Great. This does a couple of different things for us, and especially because we have a 3 HP mech that is incredibly helpful. Like, on a 3 HP mech, we can still survive, like, taking self-damage from this every once in a while, but the backburn means that we're going to light a lot of different squares on fire all at once, so there's more fire. I'm hoping that that ends up being helpful. Now, we need to deal with the Scion Abomination. That is tough for us. I didn't think about this beforehand. That is going to be very hard. Fire guy on the side, artillery guy on the side, and swamp mech on the other side here to make sure that they don't immediately attack this as hard as they possibly can in a way that is impossible. So, Scion, we're going to want to use their own dudes against them here if we can, and that is not going to help us. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna want to do that. If I move here and then I do this, that lights him on fire and also breaks the ice there, which could be handy, and also blocks. It's worth looking at. I think our best bet is to do this swap to start off with. So that way he attacks the Scion takes damage, gets lit on fire, all that good junk. If we just move back, and then, oh wait, hold on. If we just move over here, light this on fire, the Hornet misses. The corporate tower is a little bit harder to assault without taking damage. Yeah. And I think we just light him on fire, honestly. So we've also created some water for Archimedes to get a swap on, which is going to be handy, I hope. And we've also blocked both spawns for the first turn. Now, it doesn't matter that they've got fire damage on them for this first turn because this Scion's here. But we can manage, I think. He only dealt 1 damage. He didn't light him on fire either. Oh, jeez. That's bad. Okay. This Abomination is a huge problem for us. Okay. I think we let the Alpha Beetle attack exactly where he's attacking. We're going to take some power grid damage. We shove this guy onto the fire. We then move over here and swap the 2 around, which doesn't help because you're a moron. Reset the turn. The reason why that doesn't help is because we then couldn't move immediately afterwards, and I'm not used to Archimedes. Like, I should remember by now that Archimedes can't do what I'm thinking of him doing. See, here's the thing. Not everybody yet is on fire. That's a problem. And it'd be ideal if everybody was, but we're not exactly doing that yet. If we shoot like this, we stop, at the very least, this guy from attacking exactly where he is. That's gonna have to do. Where can you move? You can move pretty far, my dude. It's not far enough for the move I want to make, though. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move here, swap the 2 of you around, so that way you're attacking your own Scion. Then I'm going to move to the side and also light your Scion buddy on fire. How is this supposed to work? Like, I'm very confused. Yeah, here's how we do it. Okay. So now you're on fire, you're about to get hit by your own dude, and you're going to attack nothing, you're going to attack nothing. That's the best I think we can come up with this turn. The downside is that fire damage doesn't do anything to anyone except for the Fire Scion. But hopefully we can actually kill him next turn, instead of, you know, having this crap happen nonstop. We need to kill him and protect the corporate tower. That's our main deal. He is at 1 HP. We can do this. I believe. Barely, but I believe. With some of that stuff flying around. Okay, so our fire mech is guaranteed stuck exactly where he is. Because the Scorpion's just going to come at me, I'm pretty sure. He's not. He's going to go elsewhere. He's going to attack the corporate tower, or no, he's going to attack there. Alright. Here's how we kill everybody this turn. We jump here. And you're officially dead. Game over. You're going to attack nothing. We go over here. We get the swap off. And then, since they're both standing on ice, this should kill both of them. That was beautiful. Alright, so fire damage happens. No one dies from it. But you attack nothing. The scorpion attacks him and kills him, which gives us the corporate rep, which is nice. And then you attack that and do nothing. There are no spawns this turn yet, which is a happy day, because it was the second last turn, and now it's the last turn, and oh my god, this is amazing. Alright, so you're gonna not die yet, but you're dang close. How do we kill... Let's see, we can't kill the scorpion, but... I mean, we can get darn close. Swap him on there. I honestly think we just have to, like, launch a thing at this dude and get him out of the way in order to protect our grid power. Perfect. Get out of the face. Get out of the way. Then you shoot him, knock him there. And then that way you just attack each other, which is kind of adorable. Now, we didn't get to kill as many people as I might have liked at one point, but this is, like, fine. Our team is barely somehow surviving by the skin of its teeth all the time, and I'm kind of okay with this. It's entertaining at the very least, and it's exciting. We're not just winning all the time. It's not easy, I don't think. Okay. Spend rep. We are currently sitting on a decent amount of rep. The cryo launcher is not what we're looking for either. So blast all adjacent tiles. Seems neat. We're not going for it yet. Rock accelerator. I like that one. Phase cannon. Micro artillery. Okay. So we're going to automatically probably sell the cryo launcher, and we want to spend all of our rep this turn around. Things that I want. Fire and forget would be amazing. No self-damage would be helpful, but not necessary. The +2 damage would be the best part about this guy right now. +1 range is cute, but not necessary. We just need extra damage at this point. So... Here's an idea. What if we sold this off and equipped the rock launcher instead, the rock accelerator? That would give us 2 damage right out of the gate, and although it wouldn't light squares on fire, it would allow us more opportunities to do other stuff, and the burning mortar would be able to give us the fire that we need when we need it. That makes a lot of sense to me. So sell this. Yep. Grab 2 of these at the least, and the rock accelerator. Let's see how this looks in a second. You need to equip this, use it. If we use 1 mech reactor, we give you +1 damage, so now it's doing 3 damage, which is huge. Okay, great. We actually have a bombardier of some sort. We install another reactor here to give you fire and forget. Now, we still have 2 rep left to go. With 2 rep left to go, you aren't free, and you aren't free. Do we have any, like, just free power lying around that I'm, like, barely using? Not really, no. And we can't really use any of those. I think we go for the 2 grid power on this one and just call it a time. We're done. And we're going to go for that 3 island victory now. With the vector driven off the islands, you have a chance to wipe them out their source. Let's go. Boss. Scorpion leader. That's not fun. Could you not? Like, stop. Okay. Things I'd like to do. Swap people into lava. I'd also like to swap people into the drink. I'd also like to kill this guy real fast, or at least juke him around. So, let's put our 1 dude here. Let's put 1 dude on the side, and then, like, dude, absolutely do this. So this guy should move right in here. and then like web everybody in place. It depends, I guess, on where all the power grid pylons are. Ooh, that's weird. That's very, very, very weird. Okay, lava is gonna go ahead and swap there. That's fine. All right, so he is moving exactly where I thought he might. Yeah, okay. And you're gonna do that. Okay. So, what do we want to do now? Okay, I think the first and easy move is to get the swap here. Suddenly he's attacking his friend and knocking him here, which is gonna block a spawn. Then with my fire and forget, I can deal with that in a minute. If I do this, who attacks first? The beetle or you? The firefly does. If I do this, I can shove him into the drink and kill him immediately. Handy. Also lights this on fire, which is handy. There's not an easy way to put this. But like if we try to just land a rock on him, he's not gonna die, is he? 'Cause he's not on fire. We'd have to shove him out of the way somehow. Okay, so we only have really one option to do here, and it's gonna unfortunately not work super well for us because the rock's now on fire. So yeah, not ideal. Now for you need to move out of the way, and I'd rather not block anything, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna move right over here. So that way the scorpion can't attack or web me. So fire damage goes off first. Lava then happens next. Then the scorpion's gonna go off next, knocking his friend out of the way. Then the beetle attacks the mountain, which takes damage but doesn't die. And then you attack an empty square, which is fine. Now, with a blocked spawn and a hornet and another firefly showing up, I'm a little upset. Okay, I think we got an interesting situation here. Oh, it's a very interesting situation indeed. Okay. Oh, okay. Like, oof. Jeez. Alright, so currently this is a problem. We can't do anything unless if this guy gets, like, knocked off somehow. Can we put him anywhere useful is my question. Yes. We can. If we swap him like this, suddenly he's fine. This firefly's already dead, but this means that we need to deal with this guy. I guess if we do this, we get a kill. But he's already dead, so I'm not too worried about that. The trick is you. You need to be shoved out of the way and then killed as well. I don't have the additional range to make that one work. And the scarab is still a problem. If we do this, it'll shove him onto the hole, light him on fire, and he'll miss. That's fine. Now we need to deal with you. And the scorpion is still a problem, I just realized, because he's attacking the power grid there. And yeah, okay, reset the turn. Rethink this. The only way to really liberate the team from where they're currently sitting is to swap around this dude. So I think we swap around like this. Instead, fine. Then you move here. Then you toss out a rock, which does what it needs to do. Now that you're in a good enough situation to do this, shove him out of the way. And then you don't want to die, so move next to the water so that we can swap people into the water next turn. Alpha Firefly dies, but that's about all we can say. This Mega Scorpion is a problem because, and I'll be honest with you for a moment here, because he's just so difficult to kill. We would need another round of asteroids to actually get the kill on him, ever, I think. So we're toying with fire in a way that I'm not happy with. I know that we've been toying with fire this entire time, too. So, you know, not exactly anything new, but still, it's not the kind of fire I want to be toying with when it comes to this Joker. That's bad. That does not bother me. That's a bother. That's also a bother. Alrighty. Currently, we're at lethal right now. And that's something I want to not have happen. And they're all in very infuriatingly strong positions. I kind of hate this. Alright, so Artillery Boy, you are going to survive if you get hit here. Though just barely. We just have to survive the turn. Okay. And again, can't help but notice. Some small problems. If I move here and get him to block again, that'd be pretty great. It's 2 for 1 right there. You would like to shove out of the way somehow, but I kind of just want to move this Scorpion is my main deal right now. Okay, so here's what we do. We swap the Scorpion out. Now he is attacking his own crab, and since he attacks first, he should move the crab out of the way. And that's fine. So we just need to worry about this guy and this guy. Great. It's not bad, actually. If I move here and then I shove you like this, you're dead, which is pretty much perfect. And then you. How do I deal with you? Honestly, I think we just shove you off to the side. Yeah, that makes the most sense, honestly. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to go ahead and kill him. And then this turn should go out like clockwork. Now, with that said, Archimedes, if you would just kindly move here and hope to God that the Scorpion, like rocks try to fall on you. And then the Scorpion tries to kill this guy specifically, that'd be great. But now the rock's gonna drown. Goodbye, rock. That was fun while it lasted. Okay, Scorpion attacks. He misses. Great. So, we got 2 more spawning this turn. We got a couple of people that are low-ish. But overall, still fine. Please. Please. Thank you. Alright, Scorpion, where are you going? You're going there? Okay, we can kill him anyway. That's fine. Could you... Okay, you're not attacking anything? That's cool, too. You piece of garbage. I'm so mad. That was the one place I didn't want you to attack with. Okay. So, Artilleryman. We can't kill him. And moving is practically not an option. The problem here is that I really wanted to swap him onto that space, but now that space is taken, it's going to be a little weird. I suggest that we swap like so then. Now, what do I want to do with you? If I move you here, and then I move you... Oh my god, we can't do the thing I want to do, because reasons. It's fine. Whatever. Everything's fine. This should still get a kill, I think. If we just leave the Firefly where it is. So, hold on. Undo both moves then. If we're just going to leave the Firefly right where he is, then why not light this boy on fire, eh? Alright, so here's what I think should happen. This Hornet will survive. Archimedes is going to largely do nothing. Everybody's going to survive except for this guy, who's going to die immediately. Then he's going to die to the Firefly, and yeah, we get through this last turn, no problem. We managed to get a kill regardless, but I really wanted to maximize the amount of experience we got. If Isaac is fantastic, then I think we're going to keep him for the next run. Having an additional reset is really strong, so there's the extra one. Now, yes, it means more combat missions, Isaac. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine. He attacks nothing, and then you attack him and kill him, which is more experience. Not that it matters anymore. Great. Okay. At least we said we killed the boss on the first half of this mission. That's nice. It's tearing itself apart? It might be, but it's also because that the island is literally inhabited by all these guys. Okay. So none of them are going to get crushed by a bomb. This is what we're dealing with. An alpha super mega hornet, a blobber, and the blobber is gross. The blobber here is actually disgusting. But we can do some fun stuff with it. At least there's no scorpions. Just have to think carefully about what we want to do here. Okay, rocks are falling all over the place, and it's useful. Yep, we can kill him. Okay. That's a problem. And that's a big problem. Alright, so we got a couple of different things that we want to be doing this round, if we can manage them. The first would be to kill him. But this guy's easy to kill as well. Like, here's an idea. If we get a swap, this hornet's now dead. We don't have to deal with that boss anymore. Just anymore. It's done. If you sit here and then shove him like this, then the blobber is dead, which is huge. But then we have to deal with him. So we can't really do that immediately. If we do this, we light all the ground on fire, which kills the blob. And we'll deal damage to him eventually. Can we afford to take 2 damage on this Renfield bomb right now to get rid of this blobber? And I think that the answer is yes. Yeah. Yeah. We can just do this as well. And I think that that's kind of a cuter play, really. But cute plays are not how we win this game. Torch him. He's still dead the exact same way. Alright, what we would like to do, actually, with Archimedes here is do a really cool play. Since we know the next turn's going to be tentacles, I'm going to go ahead and move Archimedes here, so that way when the tentacles pop up, they'll eat the spawn point for us. Hugely useful. Fire damage kills him. Then rocks fall on the party, which kills, I mean, almost everybody. We're going to lose some power grid. And we're going to take some some Renfield damage. Oh, but the resist! Too bad the Renfield bomb can't resist. So, the Renfield bomb is in danger, but it's not impossible to deal with. We've also taken some damage on 2 of our guys already, which means that the Scion has to die. Excuse me. Okay. So that was the one turn that we got to do that with Archimedes. Never going to be able to do that again. I think we can move here. Honestly, I'm okay with losing some power grid here. That's okay. What I'm going to do, actually, is, interestingly, do this, so that way he dies. And then we're going to sit on top of the lava. We're going to light him on fire, or we're just going to kill him. I'm fine either way, honestly. Killing him would be great. We'd have to reset the turn, though. You know what? Let's reset the turn here. We got an optimal ability here to make the rest of our turns really easy if we do this properly. So we know that we can get a kill on the Scion very quickly, very easily with our rock launcher. I think that our best play is still to, like, let's see, do this. It lights him on fire. It kills our own dude. That's not ideal. Excuse me. And even if you move here, lights him on fire, deals damage to the rock, deals damage to him. That's potentially an option. We still move here. We still get the swap off. I think that goes without saying. You can kill him. You still need to move, so please do. And then you launch and make him go on fire. Alright, so we're going to still take some damage, but that's, again, totally fine because we have so much HP on our power grid. We prepared for this in advance. And they're going to lose out on 2 spawn points, which means they've only got 2 spawns this turn. Nice. Okay, we've got 2 crabs. You are imminently swappable. Or you were. You still are. You're also kind of deal-withable. How do we want to do this? I think if we move here... Ooh, this is weird. This is the second last turn as well, so keep that in mind. Like, we can get some kills that are very easy to get here. You're not dead yet, but you can be. You can be killed, and you can just be dodged. And I like all of those options. So we're going to move over here. Torch him so he dies. Then we're going to get the swap on this guy, killing the crab. And then moving off to the lava. So that way, if he needs to swap anybody, we can do that. Onto, like, whatever line the tentacles decide to go on. Then you can move. Is there rocks here? No, it's just a fire tile. That's fine. Then we'll just toss a rock on you. And then that way you do... Ooh, or we toss a rock on a spawn point. So that way we don't have to deal with it. That's a really appealing idea. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we do. So that we only have 2 more people that spawn for next turn. And there's only 1 person alive. Yeah, we have to deal with a grand total of 3 people for the last turn of the last mission. Yeah, this is easy. We've done it. We just have to avoid the tentacles. Oh, look at that. There's all the tentacles. Okay, you're attacking nothing, and you're attacking nothing. Like, we could probably just ignore this turn and still be totally fine. But let's do something here. We can very easily kill off at least 2 people this turn. I'm positive. At least 1? Yeah, at least 1. Okay, so we move here. We launch it like this. That's 2 people dead. We move you over here. Then we move you over here. Then we swap you. Then you torch him and push him back for reasons unknown. That did not work according to plan, but that's fine. It does not matter. Yeah, it does not matter. Alright, so, yeah, that's the game. So the Flame Behemoths are really, really neat. I like them, but by God, they can be weird. Oh no, not the power that we lost, and then you run into the nearest drink and die. I think that we can say goodbye to Prospero in this case. I like Prospero a great deal, but the flying didn't end up being all that useful in this case. I suppose H.G. Wells is smiling at me now. Oh, good. Oh, dear. So, that's another win, which I'm very happy. We beat the game at least once per length. Nice. That took a little bit of work, apparently. I haven't beaten at 3 islands yet. That's a first for us. For me. Oh, man. So, victory. We've done it. Prospero, Isaac, Archimedes, good job, guys. You've done it. You even got a decent score. Not the best score I've ever had, but a pretty good score. Who do we want to bring? So, +1 mech move, +2 mech HP. We have 1 extra reset per turn. That's disgusting. I think that we bring Isaac Jones with us. Prospero and Archimedes have been great. Well, I mean, minus the +3 grid defense bit. And Prospero's pretty sweet, to say the least. But, yeah, Isaac Jones is who we're going to bring into the next area. And with that said, Flame Behemoths. They've managed to get us just enough money to be able to unlock the Frozen Titans. Yeah, let's just do that immediately. Now, before we do the Frozen Titans, we've got some other people that we want to use, including the Rusting Hulks, the Hazardous Mechs as well. And for both of those, it might be worth looking at Isaac Jones and thinking, maybe we should choose somebody else amongst this massive roster of people we now have. But for now, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you folks have been enjoying this series. If you have, be sure to let me know. And if you guys want to have the series change at all, as in, you know, just 1 island per episode or something like that, also let me know, since these longer episodes are a little bit more movie-sized than most other content on YouTube. And I realize that can be a detriment. But, yeah, thanks for watching again. See you folks next time.